Hello students, welcome back. This is Mrs. Mercado speaking. I hope all of you are super excited as we are approaching the end of the semester. This week we are week 15, which runs from November the 30th to December the 6th. Okay. Now during week number 15, you're going to have semester project number 2. Okay, this is the second project, the end of the semester project that we're going to be completing. Next week you will have just finals week, just final exams. That's all you have to complete. So I just wanted to give you an overview of what to expect on this project. Let me go ahead and let me jump into Blackboard. Okay, so this is my Blackboard course here. Let me go to course content and let's look at week 15. Okay, so project number 2, what it basically is a continuing payroll problem. It basically covers, or it puts together the information from chapters 2 through chapter 6. Chapter 1 is really just an introductory chapter about different payroll laws, terminology, stuff of that nature. From chapters 2 through chapter 6, that's when we actually have the application of the payroll laws and the payroll calculations. Okay, so in this particular project, we are going to be gaining experience in computing wages and salaries, as well as preparing a payroll register for a company. Okay, so this is a very wonderful example because it's something very similar to what would you be doing if you were working in the workforce. Okay, this is like a whole process of recording payroll, paying, processing the payroll, preparing a payroll register. So it's an application-based scenario to where you're going to gain experience of what you're going to be seeing in the workforce. Okay, so information is presented so the payroll register can be completed step by step as students proceed through the discussion material relating to the particular section of the payroll register. Okay, so then the problem gives you specific information. You are going to be completing a full payroll register for an actual company. You're going to be required to prepare journal entries and record payroll and payroll taxes, as well as you're going to record the payment of the payroll. Now, this semester project is worth 75 points, and students are going to have 2 attempts to complete it. And like always, I keep the highest score. Okay, so this is a pretty intensive project. Do anticipate investing a good 6 to 8 hours in the project. So don't leave it until the end, to get it done. Make sure that you allocate enough time to be able to complete it during the week. Okay, you will have the entire week to complete it. The project needs to be submitted by Sunday, December the 6th at 11 p.m. Okay, so just make sure that you have enough time in your calendars. I highly encourage that you review or start looking at the problem during the week. That way, if you have any questions or concerns, you can reach out to me Monday through Friday. Remember, on the weekend, if you send me a message, I might respond, but sometimes I'm out of town or I'm busy. I don't have time to respond. So in order for you to be able to get, make sure that I will be responding timely. Make sure that you do reach out to me Monday through Friday. That way I can clarify any questions or concerns you might have. Okay. The objectives that are going to be met by completing this project include managing payroll records required to reflect current laws and regulations. Okay. Now, during week 15, I've also made available for you your comprehensive final exam. Now, this is a class where we've only covered 6 chapters, and I love this class for the matter that we are able to really invest enough time in each of the chapters to grasp the content. In other classes, we cover 10, 15, 16 chapters. This class is focused on 6 chapters, which gives us more than enough time to be able to really appreciate the information being presented. So, because this is a course where we only cover 6 chapters, your final exam is going to be comprehensive. Okay? So, I've already posted the review this week for your test. Your final exam is going to be available Monday, December the 7th, from 8 a.m. through Wednesday, December the 9th, at 11 p.m. So you're going to have 3 full days to work on your final exam. Make sure that you mark your calendars. As soon as the deadline ends on Thursday morning, I wake up super early, I calculate grades, and I submit them to the Office of Admissions and Records. Okay, so make sure that I will not be providing any extensions, any makeups for missed final exams. Okay, So make sure that you are able to complete those tests during the allotted time frame. Okay. In order to prepare for the test, I've highlighted the problems, and all of these problems, students, we've already had them in our homework, so you've been exposed to them in the past. It's just a matter of you going back and reviewing. All of the solutions to your prior assignments are available in Cengage along with the feedback. Now remember, the only students that are going to have access to the feedback are those students that actually completed the assignment. If you did not complete the assignment, you're not going to have anything to review. You're not going to have any feedback. That is why it is important, it is critical that during the semester you all were very active completing your weekly assignments. Okay, so on your test, you're going to see a problem similar to 29A or 29B, and you can refer to these problems in the back of each of the chapters. You can highlight or you can see this information. This problem deals with completing a time card, and that is worth 20 points. Something similar to problem 313A or B, that deals with preparing a 941 quarterly tax return. That is worth 30 points. Problem 315A, 315B, that is worth 20 points, and that you have to prepare a Schedule B. Exercise 45A or 45B, that is completing an actual payroll register. That is worth 35 points. Problem 510A or 510B, that is worth 15 points, and that is FUTA and SUTA unemployment tax. Problem 65A, 65B, that is journalizing wages and payroll taxes, and that is worth 15 points. And last but not least, problem 612A or 612B, that is also worth 15 points. That deals with payroll adjusting entries. The total available points for your final exam is 150 points. That's 15% of your overall grade. Students are going to have 180 minutes, which are 3 hours, and 2 attempts to complete the test. I want to emphasize this. Please, if you do not get a 70% or better on your first attempt, please use the second attempt provided to try to improve your grade. Okay? I do not curve. Okay? Whatever grade you earn, that is the grade you're getting. So, if you are borderline to getting, a letter grade up and you are missing 10 points, please try to retake the test, get those extra points so you can be able to earn a higher grade. Okay. The second attempt is not required, but I highly encourage students to use it if they do not perform well on attempt number 1. Okay. And that is basically the review. These are the problems that you're going to be seeing on your final exam. Okay. So, the continuing payroll project. Let's go back to the project. The project has 5 parts. Okay. Part A, Part B, Part C, Part D, Part E. Now, very important, you need to complete these projects in the specific order. Part A goes before Part B goes before Part C. You cannot start in Part C because you're going to be lost. The semester project needs to be, you open up Part A, you finish Part A. When you're done with Part A, you move to Part B. Once you're done with Part B, you move on to Part C, so on and so forth. Let me show you how this project is going to look. Okay, just like usual, you have 2 tries. Okay. And then you're going to be presented with information. Okay. You're going to be presented with the employees' names, their salary, all of that good stuff. You're going to be presented with time cards, okay, information. And then you are being asked to complete a payroll register, okay? So using all of that information, you have to fill this out, okay? So you need to analyze, what I do when I'm doing these problems. I'm not very good at technology. I can't be toggling back and forth. What I like to do is I print everything out, I work it out on paper, and then I just upload it into the problem, okay? So this is how it's going to work. Once you're done with part A, then you can move on to part B. Okay. Where did it go? Oh, here we go. Okay. So just know, you have to complete the problem in sequential order. A first, then once you're done with A, you go to B. Once you're done with B, you go to C, so on and so forth. Okay. So the semester project is due on Sunday. Okay, please put enough time and effort. That is worth 75 points. We are at the end of the semester. We want to earn as many points possible. Now, during week 15, I also want to ask all of my students for a special favor. Okay, we are approaching the end of the semester and I will be calculating final grades next week. If you can please take 5 minutes of your time and you review your grade book. Okay, make sure that all of your grades are accurately reflected, that you're not missing anything, that the information is correct and accurate. If you identify any discrepancies, any errors, or anything that you would want to, just change or anything of that nature, just go ahead and let me know here. So the semester project, parts A, B, C, D, and E, all of them need to be completed, and like I said, sequential order. So make sure you review your grade book. Make sure that it's accurate. I cannot tell unless you tell me if you're missing grades or if the grades are incorrect. Why? Because I don't know what you've done. So if I see a 0, well, to me that means, well, the student didn't do the assignment. But if you know you did it, then you can start questioning, well, why am I showing a 0 if I did it? And then you can communicate with me, and then I can do research, and then I can figure out what's going on. If necessary, I can make manual adjustments and get your grade up and running. But during week 15, I ask you to please take 5 minutes of your time to review your grade book. Okay? And if you identify any discrepancies during week 15, you let me know immediately. Okay? Once finals exam week gets here, which is on week 16, as soon as you finish your finals, I'm going to be calculating grades and submitting them to the Office of Admissions. So if you identify an error after the fact, then I'm sorry, your grade has been submitted. So I'm asking you for this week to sit down, to print out your grade book in Blackboard, and that you identify and highlight that all of the items completed in your grade book are correct. They're reflecting the correct grade. And all of the information is accurate. Okay, and if you identify any discrepancies, well, just contact me. I'll do some research on my end. I'll contact you. We'll figure it out, and then we'll update your grade. Okay, so that is basically all I have for today. We are 1 week away from finals week. Let's finish this strong. Let's prepare for our final exam. This semester project will help you a lot in mastering a lot of the, the information or the content that you're going to be seeing in your final. So it's a good way to review for your final exam. Okay. So that is it for week number 15. Please, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact me through Blackboard messages, through my regular STC email system, or through a regular text message, whatever works for you. Okay, but just make sure that you allocate enough time to complete your assignments. Okay, so that is basically it for this particular lecture. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact me. Please stay safe. For all of those students that are in the South Texas border region, we are seeing a spike in our COVID cases. So just take as much precautionary caution that you can. Try to do social distancing. So always wear a mask, wash your hands, stay safe as much as you can. I've had a lot of students this semester either contract COVID, have a relative get it, have a relative pass away. So it's a very difficult time for us right now. So we just need to be able to, try to do our part in staying safe. Okay, so I look forward to finals week next week. I hope all of you are excited for the Christmas break. And like I said, if you need anything, if you need to contact me, please reach out to me before the end of the semester. I do not want you calling me a week after I submitted grades asking me, well, miss, what can I do because I'm going to fail? Okay, I'm sorry. Grades have been submitted. I cannot help you. Okay, so if you have any questions, any concerns, week 15 is the week for you to get with me. Okay, so that is basically it for this lecture. I want to wish you all the best of luck on this week's project. And until next time, take good care of yourself. Bye-bye.